A very warm welcome back to your latest industry recap. Airbus A350-1000 orders have been slashed, Air New Zealand eyeing a landmark return to a city, and Qantas has said farewell to a beloved aircraft type. Want to begin with Airbus reporting further adjustments to its order book, with commitments for the A350-1000 slashed. In its latest monthly figures, Air France-KLM was revealed as the customer that had reduced its order for the high-capacity model of the flagship product produced by the manufacturer. However, instead of simply reducing its order book, the company is looking to adjust its future fleet composition, with the A350-1000s being converted towards the A350-900s. The move sees the airline's future A350 makeup, or group should I say, include 47 of the -900s but 3 of the high-capacity -1000s. This a reduction from a previous deal which included 11 of the larger model. The change from the European airline group follows a deal in September 2023 that was announced. This involved the purchase of 50 more wide-body planes in the A350 family, with the pure goal of improving long-haul flying. At the time of the order, Air France-KLM said the purchase of more Airbus aircraft for that flagship wide-body would help replace some of the older aircraft in the group. Now, this ranges from your A330s to the 777s, and notably would see the deployment of the A350 to KLM for the very first time. The allocation of the Airbus aircraft was pivotal for the flexibility of the group's future as well, and it included the A350-1000 for the very first time. The reliance, though, now on this high-capacity jet is being reduced. It wasn't the only change. We also saw Martinair, which is part of the Air France-KLM group, acting as a key cargo operator, trim its deal with the A350F by 1 unit. This wasn't a shock. In the last few months, the Air France-KLM group said in an adjustment of its long-term strategy, it was going to reduce the commitment for the upcoming dedicated freighter, scaling back that order book by 2 units, and this is really just reflecting as part of that. Over to the next story, and Air New Zealand is keen on relaunching flights to London as part of continued expansion to its long-haul network. The New Zealand flag carrier labelled the move to relaunch service as a high priority, but some roadblocks still exist within the operation, preventing all of this from taking shape. Speaking at the Kappa Airline Leader Summit and highlighted by Stuff Travel, the airline's Chief Commercial Officer Jeremy O'Brien said that London remains a pivotal location for the business to this day, even though it doesn't serve it. Even without the connectivity with its own plane, many of those based in New Zealand will fly to the United Kingdom for leisure or business travel, and some are even travelling for the purpose of study. As a result, finding a way to relaunch flying towards London is a vital part of the future network planning that is ongoing. The ties are strong, but making the route a reality again is the bigger challenge. You see, service to London was discontinued as part of the many route casualties at Air New Zealand that came in 2020 as part of a response to the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. However, unlike other markets that returned to the network, London, 5 years on, has yet to do so, and it also involved not just the suspension, but natural sale of a slot at the major airport of Heathrow. O'Brien confirming that dialogue exists to make all of this a reality. A decision is also needed regarding a transit point. Now, Los Angeles was previously the port selected, but much still has to go into that decision, which it not only has to benefit the airline, but you have to make a logical move for the customer base as well. That's why O'Brien confirms they are open to all options in terms of getting from Auckland through to London. In November and December 2024, there was a lot of discussion about the possibility for Air New Zealand to basically relaunch flying to London, and felt closer than ever. That follows a request to get a slot back into London Heathrow, which was ultimately denied, but that request transferred into a London Gatwick slot, which was granted daily, if commencing around April to July 2025, but this did not work out due to aircraft limitations. For Air New Zealand, this is a reality moving forward. It needs assurances that new planes from Boeing, which it is expecting, will be delivered to support the planes operating this service. The flag carrier of New Zealand previously confirmed its intention to move towards a long-haul fleet only, consisting of the 787, so therefore they were going to go on to retire the 777s, but due to the delays in acquisition efforts, this transition has been delayed towards the back end of this decade, and a shortage of Dreamliners has also been visible because of ongoing engine reliability reliability concerns, leading to groundings of the 787s in recent years. Over to the final story, where Qantas has said farewell to an aircraft, retiring the Q300, which operated with regional division Qantas Link. The regional division and broader group have had a long history with this plane, spanning some 25 years in service, helping connect townships and capital cities across the country. VH-SBY given the honour of operating the final flight as QF 2003, departing on August 8th from Tamworth through to Sydney. The aircraft, which flew the final service, operated nearly 40,000 flights across its history and carried well over 1 million passengers throughout the country during its time in the fleet. For not just customers, but employees who are fortunate enough to work on the Q300, the aircraft family offers many landmark moments and memories that'll last a lifetime, just like absolutely really any aircraft that is being retired. But see, regional connectivity remains a really important pillar of any country's passenger network. It's something that also should not be taken for granted, as many countries don't have the adequate regional connectivity that they would probably need. The Q300 has, therefore, thanks to Qantas, been able to reach many of these communities that have maybe lacked service in the past, enabling important travel for work reasons and just for personal ones as well. The departure of the Q300, while could certainly be viewed as a sad day, is also the important turning of a page that brings in a new era for the broader Qantas Group as the regional division turns towards the Dash 8 Q400 for fleet flying requirements solely. This is a model that's been present a long time within the group, but it ultimately comes with larger capacity, it can operate flights faster, and means there is less fleet complexity. Ultimately, the goal was to remove the Q300s to pave the way for a new era of turboprop operations that would really focus in on simplicity. Let me know your thoughts on today's industry recap down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.